During the Cold War, a certain jet struck fear and awe into militaries worldwide, and it didn't carry a single missile or gun. Its true weapon was speed, altitude, and stealth. Soviet radar could barely see it, enemy missiles couldn't catch it, and its technological brilliance seemed decades ahead of its time. This was the SR-71 Blackbird, nicknamed by some as the Black Arrow, a reconnaissance aircraft so advanced that many believed nothing like it would ever take to the skies again. But now, whispers of a new machine, the SR-72, suggest the Blackbird might soon have a successor. And if early hints are to be believed, this new aircraft could make even its legendary ancestor look slow. The problem? The Pentagon isn't exactly eager to talk about it. So what is this mysterious hypersonic project, and why is it wrapped in secrecy? Let's dig in. Why reconnaissance still rules the skies? In warfare, information is power. You can have the largest fleet, the most advanced missiles, and the strongest defenses, but without reliable intelligence, you're fighting blind. Today's intelligence-gathering ecosystem combines satellites, signal interceptions, and cyber espionage. Yet, there's one method that remains both risky and irreplaceable: aerial reconnaissance, flying directly into or over unfriendly skies to see what's happening in real time. Satellites are powerful, but they follow fixed orbits and can be too slow to respond to sudden events. Drones are agile, but they can't always reach distant targets quickly or survive in heavily defended airspace. That's why, during the 1960s, the US invested in a radical machine that could do what neither satellites nor drones could: penetrate deep into enemy territory, capture high-resolution intelligence, and be gone before defenses could react. The SR-71 Blackbird. Unveiled in the mid-1960s, the SR-71 was an engineering breakthrough. It could cruise at over Mach 3, more than 3 times the speed of sound, and operate at altitudes above 80,000 feet. That meant it could outrun every missile and fighter of its era. One record sums up its performance. In 1976, the SR-71 flew from New York to London, a 3,461-mile journey in just 1 hour and 54 minutes. For context, the supersonic Concorde would take nearly an hour longer, and a Boeing 747 would spend over 6 hours on the same trip. Yet, such brilliance came at a cost. The SR-71's titanium-intensive construction, specialized fuel, and constant maintenance demands made it incredibly expensive to operate. With the fall of the Soviet Union in the late 1980s and the rise of cheaper reconnaissance options like satellites and UAVs, the Air Force began retiring the Blackbird in 1989. NASA kept a few for research until 1999, but the legend eventually left the skies. The 21st century reconnaissance problem. Fast forward to today, the geopolitical landscape has changed. The Cold War's bipolar world is gone, replaced by regional conflicts, asymmetric threats, and fast-moving crises. Modern battlefields require instant, high-quality intelligence. Satellites might be too slow to react. Drones might lack the range or survivability. That leaves a gap, one only a lightning-fast, long-range aircraft could fill. But this time, it wouldn't be enough to be supersonic. The future is hypersonic, speeds above Mach 5. Enter the SR-72. Whispers of a Blackbird successor began circulating in 2007. Initially dismissed as internet chatter, the rumors gained credibility in 2013 when Lockheed Martin's Skunk Works, the same secretive division that built the SR-71, confirmed to Aviation Week and Space Technology that they were working on a hypersonic aircraft, the SR-72. The plan was bold: build a 60-foot demonstrator, similar in size to an F-22 Raptor, powered by a single experimental engine capable of sustained speeds up to Mach 6. Real-world testing could have begun as early as 2018. By 2017, speculation grew when a small unmanned aircraft was reportedly spotted entering the Air Force's Plant 42 facility in Palmdale, California, escorted by 2 T-38 Talon jets. Skunk Works declined to comment. Whether it was the SR-72 prototype or a completely different project remains unknown. The engine that could make it possible. The SR-72's defining feature is its turbine-based combined cycle TBCC engine, which merges a turbojet for takeoff and acceleration up to around Mach 3 with a scramjet for sustained hypersonic flight at speeds up to Mach 6. Turbojets lose efficiency beyond Mach 2.5 to 3 due to heat and drag, while scramjets excel at hypersonic speeds but can't operate from a standstill, requiring high-speed airflow to ignite fuel. By integrating both into one system, often with separate stacked air paths to optimize airflow, Lockheed Martin and Aerojet Rocketdyne have been developing TBCC technology since 2006, enabling the SR-72 to launch from a conventional runway and reach hypersonic velocities. A similar concept even appeared in the 2022 film Top Gun. Maverick as the Lockheed Skunk Works designed Darkstar, sparking speculation about whether it hinted at the real SR-72, the hidden enabler. One reason the SR-72 project is even possible today is advanced digital manufacturing. According to Jack O'Banion, Lockheed Martin's Vice President for Strategy and Advanced Development, the SR-72's engine simply couldn't have been built 5 years earlier. It would have melted during operation. Now, thanks to 3D printed components with integrated cooling systems, these engines can survive repeated hypersonic runs. This is a critical breakthrough for making the SR-72 both reliable and cost-effective. Racing against hypersonic weapons. In 2018, Russia announced its Kinzhal hypersonic missile and the Avangard hypersonic glide vehicle, claiming both as world first. While the Kinzhal's combat record has since been dented, Ukraine has reportedly intercepted it with decades-old Patriot missile systems. The announcement was still a wake-up call for the US. Soon after, the SR-72 project went quiet in public. This silence likely reflects a shift toward tighter secrecy as part of the growing hypersonic arms race. Surviving the heat. Flying at Mach 5 or faster creates enormous aerodynamic heating. At such speeds, traditional metals can weaken or melt entirely. The SR-72's fuselage will likely be built from a composite mix of carbon, metals, and high-temperature ceramics, materials proven on intercontinental ballistic missiles and retired space shuttles. These will allow it to survive prolonged hypersonic flight without catastrophic damage. Autonomy, the future of reconnaissance and strike. One of the most intriguing aspects of the SR-72 is the possibility it could be unmanned. An autonomous SR-72 would eliminate the need for specially trained pilots and the bulky life support gear required for extreme altitudes and speeds. It could also reduce risk in high-threat missions, opening the door to precision strikes as well as reconnaissance. Lockheed envisions the SR-72 integrating into the U.S. Air Force's and Navy's next-generation air dominance framework, a networked ecosystem of sixth-generation fighters, stealth bombers like the B-21 Raider, and other advanced platforms. Why the SR-72 matters. If brought into operational service, the SR-72 could revolutionize modern warfare by flying fast enough to outrun any air defense system, rendering interception nearly impossible. Its extreme speed would allow it to gather and deliver intelligence in minutes rather than hours or days, and to strike high-value targets deep within hostile territory before an enemy could mount a counterattack. Beyond its immediate tactical advantages, the aircraft could serve as a crucial stepping stone in developing future hypersonic platforms and even next-generation space access technologies. In an era where rapid response and adaptability decide conflicts, such capabilities could fundamentally shift the balance of power. The waiting game. Officially, Lockheed Martin hasn't confirmed a production SR-72, and the Pentagon remains tight-lipped. But if history is any guide, by the time the public learns the full story, the aircraft may already be flying. If an announcement comes before 2030, don't be surprised. And maybe pretend you didn't hear it here first. And that's our deep dive into the mysterious SR-72. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a like, hit subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you won't miss our next upload. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep your eyes on the skies.